what's up? My name is Joss and welcome back to my channel squibblesreads. So I'm finally done that huge exam that I was talking about in some of my previous videos, and I'm just so happy to have it not on my shoulders anymore. For the rest of the semester, I just have a few more papers to write and work, so it's just the final push now, and if any of you guys are in that final push, just keep going. You can do it, you can get through it, and we're almost at the holidays. So you are doing great, and we are going to get through this. I also have to do a bunch of pre-filming because I will be out of the country at the end of December and the first 2 weeks of January, so if there are any videos that you guys are wanting me to make that you want to see on my channel, definitely let me know down in the comments below. Okay, so what this video is actually going to be is my December TBR. We're going to move on to my TBR now. I put 5 books on my TBR this month because that huge exam is gone, so I have a little bit more time to read. The first 2 are arcs that are on my e-reader, and both of them come out on January 10th, 2017. The first one is called Lucky Boy by Shanti Sekran. This is about a girl named Solimar Castro Valdez, and she is an 18-year-old girl who has just landed in Berkeley, California on her cousin's doorstep, and she is pregnant. She's just crossed the US-Mexico border. And then we have another woman named Kavya Reddy, and she is a chef at one of the sorority houses at UC Berkeley. She's in her mid-30s, and she's been trying to get pregnant with her husband to no avail, and she is very distressed about this. Somehow they cross paths, and she ends up taking care of Solimar's baby after Solimar becomes detained, and this book kind of goes through their whole journey together. The second book that I want to read in December is by Peter Swanson, who is a mystery thriller writer. His other 2 books are called The Kind Worth Killing and The Girl with a Clock for a Heart, I think it's called. And this book is called Her Every Fear. It's about a girl whose name is Kate, and she's an art student in London, and she's just gone through a really terrible ordeal with her ex-boyfriend who kidnapped her and tried to murder her. So her kind of distant cousin Corbin, who lives in Boston, offered to just swap apartments with her so she can kind of just get away from it all. When she gets to Boston, she finds out that Corbin's neighbor Audrey has just been killed, and the police are questioning her in Audrey's disappearance. She also meets another handsome tenant of the apartment whose name is Alan, and she meets a guy who is really rightfully upset, who claims to be Audrey's ex-boyfriend, who also claims that Corbin is definitely the person who murdered Audrey. That is one hell of a synopsis, so I really hope that this book is as dark and twisty as I expect it to be. The next book is one of the science fiction books that I put on my sci-fi books on my TBR video, and this book is Planetfall by Emma Newman. After I made that video, some of you guys commented in the comment section saying that this book is really great at the way that it discusses mental health, and also that the writing is just gorgeous, so I'm really excited for this. I will also leave a link to that video down below if you want to see some of the other sci-fi books that are on my TBR. The next book I borrowed from the library, and this is called Mongrels by Stephen Graham Jones, who is a Native American author. This is about a boy who realizes that all of his relatives are actually werewolves, but unfortunately he lives in a society where people do not like werewolves and really look down upon them. Stephen Graham Jones is a speculative fiction author whose works that I've really been wanting to read, and this book seems like a good place to start. It has some like suspenseful and some horror elements, so I really cannot wait for this one as well. The last book on my TBR is called The Bourbon Thief by Tiffany Rice. Tiffany Rice is the author of the erotica series called the Original Sinner series, which has been praised for not only its steaminess, but also the discussion around boundaries that pertain to a specific like sexual lifestyle or choices in people's sex lives, and I believe that The Bourbon Thief is her first foray outside of the erotica genre. So a guy wakes up one night and discovers that a bottle of bourbon that is worth $1 million has been stolen from him, and a mysterious woman named Paris is the person who stole it from him. The label on the bottle says that it is the property of the Maddox family, who is a family that owns the distillery that made this bottle of bourbon. It went out of business until the last days of the Civil War, and no one knows why it went out of business except for this girl Paris. So there's kind of like a mysterious plot of revenge, and there's also some mystery around Tamara, who is the heiress to this distillery and all of its fortune. It sounds like it is some combination of like historical and suspenseful and mysterious, and I've always wanted to read some Tiffany Rice and just never got around to that series. I saw this one at the library, so I picked it up, and I'm going to read it very soon. I'm happy that I can read it very soon and happy that my exam is over. That is it for this video. Please let me know any books that you guys are reading in December, or any videos that you guys want me to pre-film and that you want to see in the last week of December, first couple of weeks of January. I'm talking really fast. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye!